Hello and welcome to the Galeblade News. The government is pledging to double the number of frontline staff at job centres in the wake of the COVID-19 crisis. Chancellor Rishi Sunak is expected to pledge £800 million to recruit 13,500 extra staff as part of an economic recovery package announced on Wednesday. The Treasury says 4,500 of them will be in position by October, with more following later in the year. Labour has called for more targeted support to prevent job losses. The announcement comes after UK companies announced thousands of job cuts this week, with many firms cutting jobs now to reduce costs. Job centres are set for more face-to-face meetings with job seekers from Monday as lockdown restrictions are eased. The government says its furlough scheme, currently paying 80% of the wages of more than 9 million workers, has already stemmed job losses from a sharp economic decline following the COVID-19 crisis. However, the scheme is due to be pared back from August and is set to finish at the end of October. Shadow Chancellor Anneliese Dodds said schemes to support jobs should be better tailored to individual sectors and tied to the easing of lockdown restrictions. There is a strong argument for continuing to provide support in areas where there would be viability for the future, she told the BBC's Andrew Marr show. We want to make sure that people are in that kind of situation for as short a period as possible, she said. The problem is we don't have these alternative opportunities yet available. We don't have the support packages there. Higher unemployment is inevitable as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, that much the government admits. The impact of the crisis is already all too clear, with companies in various sectors announcing significant redundancies over the last few weeks. What is not yet clear is how far the Chancellor is willing to go to limit the number of people losing their jobs. Labour criticised the government's one-size-fits-all economic approach and say current support should continue through local lockdowns. A further extension to the job retention scheme has been ruled out. Beyond that, Chancellor Rishi Sunak has promised bold action to restart the economy. With recession looming and further job cuts expected, he will be under significant pressure to deliver on that. The Treasury is committing to increase the total number of mentors working in job centres in Great Britain to 27,000, double the current 13,500. The spokesperson added that the extra staff would provide expert advice to those seeking work to help job seekers make the most of their skills. Evidence shows that high-quality, work-focused, one-to-one advisor support significantly reduces job seekers' barriers to work. The Chancellor is also expected to pledge an extra £32 million for recruiting extra careers advisors and £17 million for work academies in England. PCS Union General Secretary Mark Serwotka said the recruitment of extra staff for job centres was welcome, but the announcement falls well short of what is required. He also accused the government of being reckless by sending job centre staff back to work when COVID-19 is still a threat. Some job centres have no screens installed, and we have reports that some are so flimsy that they can easily be knocked over, he said. Risk assessments have not been agreed with the union, and our members say PPE and hand sanitisers are in short supply. So what do you think of this doubling of the efforts of having members within the job centres? Do you think it's actually going to make a difference? Or do you think actually what's going to end up happening is people are just still going to fall through the cracks? Of course, it does mean more people can be processed, but I do think it will be a case of just processing as many people as possible. That's where they're trying to get the numbers up, rather than improving the quality of jobs and getting people into meaningful jobs that are actually going to give them prospects of a career in the future. Whatever you think, leave your comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe.